Hey flower besties, it's John here, and welcome to my plant adventures. Hey you guys, it's John here today. We have a car full of seedlings behind us, but we are planting up some zinnias. So we had a direct sown these zinnias at a client's house, and half of them did really well. They sprouted. They're like, you know, at least a foot tall. And then we have the other half that I don't know if it was the ants because I did see a little bit of nibbles and they did kind of have some ants on there. We did use BT. So I ended up just starting a bunch of zinnias from seed inside. So we're going to go up and transplant them into her house. But we need to get some stuff for netting. So we need some stakes and some pea trellis to kind of help support these zinnias from flopping over. So we're going to go make a quick run into Home Depot and pick out those supplies. Okay, we're back in the car. We didn't film because there was some music playing, but we got this trellis. It's a garden net trellis. Basically a pea trellis that we're going to keep the zinnias supported with. And then I got some stakes. These are just some regular garden stakes. These do pretty well for us to keep everything nice and straight. It is enforced. I don't think it's rebar, but it kind of has a metal and plastic combination there. So we're going to head over to her house, excuse me, and we're going to start planting. Okay, you guys, we just arrived, and these are the state of the beds. So these three were the ones that were struggling just a bit. So we're going to tuck in some more flowers. We did reseed it, and so these actually look really healthy. We're going to pinch some things and kind of get them off to a nice start. These are our transplants that we're going to bump into the garden. And then these are the beds that look amazing. You guys, look at this. Look how pretty this is. These are the Oklahoma Carmine, the purple zinnia. We have a salmon that snuck in there. Look how pretty everything looks. These are the Oklahoma salmons. Absolutely love this color. Kind of like a pinky coral blush color. And they have a smaller flower, which is great. I love using these for arrangements. But they look really good. We might have a hard time putting this netting on because these plants are pretty big already. This is the Benary's giant salmon rose. Look how beautiful these are. They'll get nice and big. These are the biggest ones that we have. And they're just about to explode into color. So we're going to start putting some netting on these plants. This is the trellis netting that we got. So like I mentioned, it's a 5x8. So we're going to try cutting these in half and putting, using one package for 2 beds because these beds are like a 4x3. Okay, this is the netting. And we're basically just going to get it nice and taut so that it can support it. It was sold as like a pea trellis netting. So you can use these on peas as well. Okay, as we're putting on this netting, the irrigation went off. So it's a good time to check on all of the lines. This is the 1/4-inch line with the drip emitters every 6 inches. And we got some good coverage on there. So I think we're all set with that. So we put the netting on here, just a rough, well, we just roughly put it on here. We really should have put it on this plant about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we're going to lower this down and then kind of nestle the plants, like move the flowers around the plants to make sure that the netting gets nice and lower in there. These plants will get much taller, so it's important to put on this netting. Yeah, ideally we do it before these plants get big. Okay, so we have the netting all installed. The stakes really are here to keep the netting taut, so it's going to keep all of these stems nice and upright because all these flowers are going to go through the netting and be nice and supported. So we're going to finish we're going to net all 6 of them, but we're going to net these 3 and then we're going to plant those 3. Then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So we got the netting on 2 of them. So now we're going to plant these zinnias. This is an uproar zinnia. It makes these beautiful giant purple like neon rose color flowers. I absolutely am obsessed with them. So we're going to fill up this bed full of them and I'll show you guys what it looks like after that. We can't do too much filming in the sun because Our camera overheats so quickly because it's, you know, over 100 degrees every day. Okay, so we have all of the zinnias strung up with the netting, so that's good to go. We planted up all of the 3 zinnias. We planted the uproar, like I showed you guys, some more of the salmon rose zinnia, the Benary's giant, which were the beautiful flowers over here. And then we planted a queen lime mix, so a mix of orange, red, and lime. The queen limes kind of have like more of like an antique shade to it, and they're going to be absolutely stunning. So we're going to finish staking up. We're going to set up stakes for all of these zinnias, support systems of the netting, and we're going to pinch some of these zinnias. So some of these are ready to be nice and chopped. So we have a nice beautiful zinnia right here, and as you can see, there's some lateral branching all over the place here. So we're going to pinch it above the second leaf set. So 1, 2, well, this is the third, so we're going to do the third right here. Take out that center growth, and as you can see, it's going to push out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new branches, which is going to be great. The more branches, the better growth habit you'll have on this plant, which will provide you with a lot more flowers. So we're going to pinch the rest of these and put some netting on all of these zinnias to keep them nice and supported. We want to make sure that these are supported a little bit earlier than these, because like I mentioned, these were the netting was put on probably like 2 weeks too late, but better late than never. You guys, we just finished up. Everything looks so good. I am so excited for these beds to fill in. Even in just a couple weeks, these flowers are going to be so much prettier than they are there. I mean, they're gorgeous now, but they're going to make so many pretty flowers that the client can cut from all summer long. So we kind of didn't intentionally do this, but we have like 2 successions, one from the first planted ones and some from the ones we just planted today. So they'll have nice zinnia blooms all summer long. Everything looks so tidy. We put netting on this one. It's a little bit lower than the other ones, just because they probably should have been a little bit lower, but that's totally okay. We're gonna run the irrigation. Okay, as I was saying, you guys, we are not gonna fertilize them today because these plants have been growing like absolute madness, and I don't think they need it. So we're gonna skip that, and if they need it, we'll add some at a later date. But anyways, you guys, I'll definitely keep you updated on how all these flowers grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.